welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I thought I would just make a matcha, sit on my couch, and let you guys get to know me a little bit more. I just wanted to maybe just kind of explain my life right now, what kind of season I'm in, where I'm at, just like a little bit about who I am. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I would say the first thing about me, I don't think I've said this yet on my channel. My name is Natasha.brake. I'm 26 years old right now. I am living in the Tampa area in Florida. The best thing about me is I'm married to the love of my life, Joey Brake. He is amazing. We've been married for over 3 years now. We just hit 3 years in March. And so I love being married. It is just a dream come true. I got married at 23 years old, and I honestly never thought like that would be my story, like me getting married post-college right after I got out and graduated, but I'm so blessed because of it. Going into that, me and my husband met at university. We met in college in Lakeland, Florida. We both went to Southeastern University. It's a private Christian school out in Lakeland. Yeah, I went there 4 years, traditional student, lived on campus. My 4th year, I moved out to an apartment off campus, but we met there. It was so nice. We met through mutual friends, and there's a whole lore to it. There's a whole story. I shot the first shot, and so, you know, if you want to hear the full story time on me and my husband's love story, it's a good one. So let me know if you want me to make a video maybe with him about that. That would be fun. But we were best friends, and then we dated for 9 months on the dot. He proposed on our 9-month anniversary. We were engaged for 5.5 months, and now we've been married for over 3 years. What else about me? So I was born in California. I lived there for 2 years. I don't remember it, obviously. And in 2001, my parents decided to move to Florida. So I pretty much feel like I'm a born and raised Floridian. I don't remember much of California, obviously, when I was under 2. But I did go back and visit California a lot in my childhood. So I would fly there a lot. A lot of my family were there. My grandparents lived there when they were alive. And yeah, so I have a lot of great memories in California. Flying into LAX and getting In-N-Out Burger and getting a vanilla milkshake is like a core memory for me. I loved going there. My dad is actually from Colombia, South America, so I am half Colombian, and I visit Colombia all the time. I have so much family down in Colombia. I feel like Hispanic families, you have like a million cousins. I feel like every time I travel down to Colombia, I meet a new one. I'm like, oh, like, hi, are we family? And they're like, yeah, I'm your 3rd cousin. I'm like, that makes sense. So it's really fun to have a big family down in South America. When we moved from California, we actually lived in Palmetto, Florida, which is like an hour south of Tampa. So I grew up in Palmetto. I lived there my whole life. I have so many great memories. I have friendships still from that season of life to this day. I lived 20 minutes from the beach. I just loved going to the beach as a kid, and growing up, we would always go to Anna Maria Island in Bradenton, and me and my mom and our whole family, we had this like designated like beach access that we always went to as a kid, and so I love that access. There's so many cute like little beach nooks in Anna Maria, and so I loved growing up pretty much on the beach my whole life. You know, some people like the mountains, some people like, don't get me wrong, I'm a city girl too now, but growing up, I was a beach girl through and through. I loved being at the beach. Whenever I could get out there, I would. And so I'm really grateful that I got to grow up by the ocean. It is a big part of my life. I even have a tattoo of a beach wave somewhere on my body to represent my childhood and my upbringing by the ocean. I'm a beach girl through and through, born in California, raised in Florida. Don't plan to ever leave Florida unless the Lord calls me somewhere else, me and my husband somewhere else. But Florida is where my heart lies. So what I do for work is I actually just recently transitioned jobs. I was working at the church me and my husband both go to. I was working there part-time as communications director. I worked there for just shy of 4 years, but now I just transitioned to a new job, and I'm a social media manager for a corporate company. So it's remote. Honestly, the way it worked out, it was God's timing of transitioning and getting this job while still being able to do ministry at the church. And so it's been a great experience. My husband still works full-time at the church currently, and we both still get to do ministry together. I am a Christian. My mom would take me to church every single Sunday. Like the saying was, if I wasn't throwing up, I was gonna be at church. And so that's how I grew up. But in middle school, I made that decision that it wasn't just like my mom's faith or my family's faith. It was something that I believed was for my own, and I had an encounter with the Lord, and I accepted Jesus into my heart. He is my whole life. I have given my life to him. And so now with this job transition, that I can have a job that's part-time and I can work remote, I can do as much ministry as I would like to still with the church. And so it's a beautiful transition. It's a beautiful season that I'm in. It's very different because I am working remote. I do have, per se, more time on my hands, and I love being able to venture out and try new things like this, like doing YouTube videos or different things, different hobbies. And so I'm really enjoying this season. And speaking of hobbies, let's talk about it. I am someone who will always be down to try something new. So I would say in the past couple years, hobbies that I've been loving, one would be fitness. I love going to the gym. I wouldn't say I love, but I do enjoy the benefits. I do enjoy the routine, the habit, the wellness, and everything good that comes from working out. So I will say I do love going to the gym. Even though maybe if you would ask me on a Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. when I'm waking up to go to the gym, I might not say that. But deep down, I truly do love going to the gym. So in August of 2023, we started 75 Hard. 75 days of 2 workouts a day, a gallon of water a day, reading 10 pages, taking a progress photo, following a diet. We did that for 75 days, and it was like the kickstart of our wellness and fitness journey. We learned how to go to the gym. I learned how to use machines. I was able to strength train. I gained muscle. I lost weight. And after the 75 days, we were in the best fitness of our life. And so I had lost over 20 pounds. So had my husband, and we really view that season as like the catalyst of our wellness and health journey. And so from then, we've still stuck to the gym. We eat in a good diet, and obviously there's rhythms and seasons to fitness and health, but we're still in the gym. We're still going at it. So I really do love and enjoy health and fitness. Another thing that I've recently loved doing is making sourdough, which is so fun. I told myself at the beginning of our marriage that I know one day I'm gonna start making sourdough. I just didn't know when. But my friend Deanna, she started making sourdough. She's one of my really great friends, and she was living down the hall from us in our apartment. And she was in her sourdough era. She was making loaves each week. I would get to try them out. But she finally was like, Natasha, you need to learn how to make sourdough. So she gave me some of her starter, and now I am making sourdough loaves. I've made about 7 or 8 now, and I'm really enjoying it. I love the process of it. I love how long it takes. I like the preciseness of it. I love how there's different ways you can make it. So I've really been enjoying making sourdough. Also, this matcha is hitting. What else? I do sing. It's a very massive part of my life. Singing has been in my family for generations. I've been singing in church essentially my whole life. And even from kindergarten, my elementary school had a talent show. In kindergarten, I signed up. I sang Hey Now by Hilary Duff. And from the years on, every single year through elementary school, I signed up for the talent show. I would sing. I sang Hannah Montana songs, Camp Rock songs. My 5th grade song that I sang was, what is it? There's always gonna be another mountain. Is that The Climb? No, I didn't sing that. No. I sang The Last Song by Miley Cyrus from that movie, The Last Song, in 5th grade. That movie got me. I was crying for no reason, as if I knew what love was. I love that movie. So I sang I think it's called The Last Song. I could not even sing you the melody right now, but that's what I did. So singing has been an amazing part of my life. I love to do it. I love to sing. I sing currently at our church. I lead worship, and I mainly sing for a church now in the sense of doing ministry and releasing worship, but I don't sing for, I don't do covers and stuff. That's just not me. But I do love to use my gift in the church and to minister with it, and I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to sing. I think I'll end it with this, but one thing that I do love to do, and my husband as well, is travel. Me and my husband, we have just taken these past 3 years to try to go to as many places as possible, discover new places, go to new countries, go to new cities, something about traveling and seeing the world is so special. And the time that we have now is so sacred without having children yet, which we do want to have them in the future. It's just such a special time to be able to travel and do things that we love. And so right now in this season, we've prioritized our budget to save for travel. That's what we've been doing this past year. In 2025, we've been able to go to Tokyo, Japan, which was nuts. Like, that was one of the most beautiful experiences of my life, was going to see Japan halfway across the world. Last year also we went to Paris and London. We got to go to Europe for the very first time. My husband's family is also from Paraguay, South America. So we both have family that lives in South America. So we've been to Colombia and Paraguay. We went to Mexico for our honeymoon. Been to California, New York, Miami, Philadelphia, Dallas. We just love to travel. I want to go to more countries. A couple places I really want to go in the future is Australia and Ireland, and Brazil I've been itching to go to Brazil for some reason lately. It just looks so beautiful. We have a lot of Brazilian friends. I really want to go to Brazil. So travel is a big part of our lives. We love to prioritize it, love to do it, and so hopefully there'll be many more beautiful trips that I can document on here with you guys in the future. So I think that wraps up pretty much the generic things about me and who I am, but let me know if I missed anything that you were wondering about me or want to know. This was so much fun, being able to just sit down, drink my matcha, tell you a little bit about myself. Please subscribe to this channel, like the video, leave a comment, let me know if you are watching. Next week I am going to be posting another vlog, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.